commitments now that we're up to about $3 billion. The American government will probably be called upon to do the most for long-term reconstruction. I just think of what happened, for example, when Central America was devastated by the hurricanes when I was president. We spent almost $1 billion of the taxpayers' money out of their pockets. And if I could just make one other point about that, because you asked if it was a worldwide effort. Because of the internet and because you can make contributions over the net, a small amount of cash pooled with others can do an enormous amount of good. You had AOL and Apple, for example, using their position on the internet to help collect small contributions. I think AOL put together about $7.5 million in small contributions in a day.
And President Bush, it's cash over items, right? If you're going to give
right now it
money.
is. Larry, right now that's true. President Clinton and I accompanied the president when he went to pay his respects. We all did, signing the books at the various four embassies of the countries that were affected. And all of them made clear that the best thing you can do is to send money at this time as opposed to goods, because there's no delivery problem. Sometimes the goods can be acquired in a neighborhood nearby, or sometimes the goods that might be sent from here might not be exactly what's needed. The medicine might be different. So we've concluded that the best thing to do is, as President Clinton said a minute ago, to give to these organizations or send it into usafreedom.gov and freedomcorps.gov and let them help distribute it. But the main thing is, it's better at this juncture to send cash, and I think they all agreed with that, the embassies.
Yeah, Larry, let me just give you an example. If you look at the pictures of the airport in Colombo in Sri Lanka, it's full. You literally, I don't know how they're going to get all the crates off of the airport site that they have. There's a wonderful Buddhist temple here in New York where the monks have been now. If he went now, he'd just be in the way. And I know he would, because, you know, you'd have to take all the Secret Service people. You'd have to take up all these helicopters that could be otherwise out there delivering supplies. And I think it's the wise decision now to send Secretary Powell and Governor Bush and the FEMA director and whoever else went, and let them look, make reports, and then provide the help that's necessary. It might be that sometime in the next couple of months he would want to go.
Can you describe to us some of the satanic rituals? Are there satanic rituals that take place within the Illuminati?
Well, satanic because they are involved in the evocations and the use of demons.
Okay.
There is a reality out there which is not known to mankind still in the official world of so-called science. The most of the people involved in Freemasonry, they don't really know about this stuff. It's only if you are at the top levels and you get then enrolled in other secret societies that take their members only from the elite of Freemasonry.
The elite?
Yeah, and then they practice their own satanic rituals, like in Bohemian Grove, for example. That is because the demonic forces serve a purpose to help these people.
The Vatican?
No, not only the Vatican. Demonic forces are used also by the CIA, by your government, and that's what are the aliens, you know, that is conjuring up the demons. And
Can you say that one more time for the people?
the alien myth is a cover-up for all the demonic demonology practices within the psyops and all the various MK Ultra programs of the CIA and all the mind control activities.
This is really demonic manifestation.
Demonic manifestation.
These aliens are just demons.
That's why, for example, George H. Bush, I think it's Magog, one of the demons.
Magog.
Yeah, no?
Yes.
Is it Magog?
Magog.
I will show you the name of Magog in the list of demons that are conjured up when
Yes.
you are in the Illuminati.
Yes.
Because each one of these Illuminati takes on a name of a demon so he can get possessed by that demon and work with him in order to establish his materialistic and terrestrial power.
Wow.
I realized a long time ago that this family bloodline interbreeding control system of these elite families was not just a human thing. It went beyond that into entities that are anything but human. Because they are working on, operating on a frequency that's different to ours, they have to manipulate our world through conduits, I mean, and interfaces.
Under the New World Order, everybody will give up their rights. Everybody gives up their independence and they all become interdependent. And this is a Luciferian plan, as may be seen by the strange seal on the back of the American dollar. Quickly through it again. The eye in the triangle is not the eye of God, it is the eye of Lucifer. Seen on many different occasions in many different places, on churches, Masonic lodges and other places. The 13 blocks of stone there represent the 13 power groups who are involved in setting up the New World Order, which is simply code for one world government. Next, you have two Latin words at the top, annua chaptis, which means our efforts are crowned with success to bring about a novus ordo seclorum, a new world order of a secular, godless, heathenistic nature. Now, that's been on the American dollar bill since the year 1933, when America came off the gold standard, and it was put on there by a man called Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who was a 33rd degree Freemason. Now, believe me, there is a satanic plan to take over this world, and I'm sorry to tell you tonight that you are living in one of the test case countries. You could not introduce the New World Order without a battle. They needed to have a conflict. So where did they set up the conflict? Answer, in the Middle East. Who was the man they used? A man called Saddam Hussein. At the same time, the Americans sent in a woman called April Glaspie. And we were in the States at the time. The Congress interviewed this woman, and they said to her, what advice did you give to Saddam Hussein? And she said, I told him, Arab problem, Arab solution. Now, what does that mean? It means that your problem, you settle it your way, America probably will not be involved in this thing. That's what he thought. And so poor old Saddam Hussein, not understanding what's going on, moves into Kuwait. He is immediately attacked by the international forces of the world for the first time in history. Exactly as Hegel says, there can be no change in history without a conflict, and Saddam Hussein was the catalyst that set off the New World Order.
While the world waited, Saddam Hussein systematically raped pillaged and plundered a tiny nation.
And therefore you understand that's why they didn't kill Saddam Hussein. Why didn't they get rid of him? They brushed away the cobwebs, but they left the spider. And so the answer is this: they may have to use him again, because that man is a useful tool in the hands of the New World Order people.
Saddam Hussein has not credibly explained these activities. He clearly has much to hide. The dictator of Iraq is not disarming.
There are secrets that George W. Bush guards at least as carefully as any entrusted to a president. Secrets he's forbidden to share even with the vice president. Secrets he's held ever since his days at Yale, where in his senior year, like his father and his grandfather, he belonged to Skull and Bones, the elite secret society whose members include some of the most powerful men of the 20th century.
All right. Also, were you a member of Skull and Bones in college with Bush? Were you in the same secret society?
That's all right. Let me answer this question.
Excuse me, were you arrested? Whoa. Is anybody watching this? I didn't do anything! Ow! Ow! Ow!
That's what makes us a great country. That people can stand up and tell people what's on their mind.